a big interesting thing is happening in the altcoin. And before we look at the altcoin, what is going on in the altcoin, we have to just take out how the crypto trend is going upside and what we need to take a just point of view to regards understanding this trend which is keep going upside since the last 3 years. If you look at the trend, this is keep go upside just because of the Federal Reserve Bank is also just really down all their interest rate from their peak. That is the reason why the money printing is happening in the economy, and that is the reason why the market is going to be really big bull side. And this has happened at this time. And when we look at this trend shows us that the thing is really critical. Whenever the things are really critical, that means Federal Reserve Bank started to raise their interest rate hikes over there. And this is the right time to enter into that. Crypto total market capitalization, it is almost $1 trillion. But when you look at the stock of the crypto market, then you will observe which is almost $2.8 billion. It is happening in the last 2 years, and from that it is going down and down and down. And whenever this happen in any market, they become more absurd, and the people are not just go into that and they try to avoid it. And at the same time, when it has happened, there are so many scams are happen in the economy, and people don't understand really well because they comes into the market just for the greed. And whenever the greed is not become their particular thing, that means they are not get high returns as they really want to bring for yourself. And there is a reason why they lose all money just like that, and they don't understand where to go just because of they lose lots of money over there. And in order to get more informations, we need to just look at the informations what is going on in the crypto market. And over there, when you look at this, Binance is announced in a Japan market a Web3 plans of their plans. If they launch, that means there is a good indicator for the crypto market. If this good thing happen in Japan, that means the good thing can be exceeded more to other countries. There are so many countries are available over the world. And when you look at this post, which is comes from this double down digit, which is happening over there. And whenever you take this bottom, there is a lots of bottom which make the altcoins, and the altcoins is become so critical at this moment because whenever this altcoin and any particular currency and any stock is giving you a sideways rally, that means this is the right time to enter into that. Just because of this is the time when the lots of coins is going down just because of they don't have their value. Just because of when you look at the sideways, that means they have their strength. That is the reason why they are not going dragging down quite aggressively. That is why they are standing here and try to go on the next bull run. And this is the same thing happened over there. And it started to begin over there very quite aggressively. And when this happens, there is a reason why the people are just go into debt and try to buy lot over there. And whenever it is happen, the mid cycle is going to be cracked just because of the bull run. It has happened a lot, and this is a highly chance any stock, any particular market, it will give you a correction, small corrections where the most of the retail investors are just try to sell all stock, and whether it is an altcoin, any Bitcoin related products. And whenever the first wave is starting to begin over there, then you look at the return, it will be generated, which is almost 3 times rather than investing in a particular company which is not doing great. And when you take the second bull run, which has happened over there, this is also the great thing at this time. So after giving the so much returns over there, there is a bull run. It started to stop here, and the bear cycle and sideways momentum it has been started to begin over there. Whenever it is happened, then the market started to begin again upside just in a particular month of February. This is a particular month when the new wave started to begin over there. And whenever it has happened, the last bull run it is started to off over there, which is almost at the level of $1,000. And when you look at this double bottom, which has been created by themselves from there to there, the return it has been generated almost 10 times. And when it has happened, there is a lots more chance for you to go into that deep and try to build your positions over there just like that. This is the double bottom it's happened and it has been created by themselves by this trade. And whenever this trend is also sold this type of framework, there is a higher chance it will give you a massive run up for this moment just because of the trend is follow on their trends. And whenever you find that trend, this is the right trend, and I if I set up and put your all money into that, then this will give you a massive breakout from here. This is the same thing which can be applied over there. Now have a look at this point and this post. This post also try to ensure you and try to explain everything about the returns which has been generated by the cryptocurrencies. And whenever you look at the cryptocurrency, this is not a particular cryptocurrency, this is the overall cryptocurrency. And whenever you look at this point of time, this is in the mid of 2015, the rally it started to begin over there. And from that point, at that point of time, the result they have been generated, it's quite impressive. You can say, in other words, the result they have been generated, which is 300%. Not 300%, it has been generated 225 times of returns. That's good. That's good. You can make a 225 times of money from by investing from there to there. So whenever the corrections is happen a little bit, that means there is a maybe a give you a sideways movement. Whenever the sideways movement is happen, that means there could be a give you massive rally from there. And the same thing is happen over there. Whenever you look at the sideways market and when the downside is happen and the resistance, the support level is has been created and the small run up is started to begin at the point of time, the rally it means it will be happen. The really it maybe began to happen at this point of time just because of this rally has been created. The total returns which is almost 23 times, this is a good returns which is generated from that point to that point. And at the same time when we see this drawdown over there, then we will have to take your own positions over there because the same thing happened in last two trends. And whenever it is happened, there is a higher chance for this chart to go upside just like that. Whenever it is going upside, that means you will be able to generate 24 times returns from this point of time. Whenever you invest at this point of time, then you will generate at 24 times a money that you have just invested into that, and which is crazy if you invested your money into that. So have a look at another post, and that post you will see the jump ahead, which is an altcoin, which is started to begin. The price is appear to go upside, and which is a 1 million sales. And whenever it is happen for the any stock and any currencies, any of market, that means this is the right time to start it to just accumulate more and more stuff and more cryptos at the point of time. And you can just invest by the accepting more things. Now over here when you look at this interview, this man is telling about the fire. We need to just look at the change, and blockchain ecosystem is the world largest finance institutions, and over there the DeFi is play a very critical role in that. And if you understand DeFi really well, then you could make a great returns in future, because every largest financial institution, you don't have to just go to exchange your all money into the other currency just like euro, USDs and many others. So whenever you just invested your money, please keep it simple. Alright, this is the over the last 6 months graph, and this has been generated over the optimisms and the transactions which has happened, and the more transactions in the last 3 months. The optimism about the market, it's really high. People try to arbitrage their money, it's very low because of this trend. This trend is also and clearly shows us the trend, the money, the people are not able to go just handing and holding their money, and they try to just invest it your money into the market. And this is a clearly shows the people optimism about the market. And whenever the people has become more and more optimism about the market, then the right thing is started to begin at the moment. Now, whenever you look at this post, then you will see the same things happen over there. The optimism is started to begin just like that, and 1 million, more than 1 million users comes into the market in just 1.5 months, and many of the few days just come into the market just because of when you look at this sharp uptrend. That means many of things is happen in the market. Whenever the transactions is high, that means there is a higher growth rate which is come here, and that's make people more optimism about the market. Whenever you see this blog, and then you will observe that Binance level invest their money, which is almost 10 billion in DeFi lenders, and the jump it has been started almost 10% in DeFi's, and this is a good sign, pretty good sign for the bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, which is started to begin over there. And this is the same thing happened. The earlier valuations they have just invested into that. And whenever you take this chart and this the new chapter which has been began, this man is explain about the thing which is started to begin the new chapter. The new chapter is about the Ethereum, and the Ethereum is clearly shows that the thing which is started to begin over there, it maybe go very further and very long. And over there you can see this is the same thing which happened. Cardano is also given that there are growth which is quite impressive and just quite higher than anybody else. And the year-on-year growth which has happened in Avalanche, it's also a great. And when you look at the data which is presenting by that, which is the great over there in the last month, the Solana's and Cardano's is also giving a massive began rallies. The trading investment, Solana and the Cardano, it is also massive, and you need to keep peak in over the both of the currencies, and whenever they go an upside very rigorously, that means you must aware about that what's going on in the Cardano and the valuations which is coming for this coin, the valuation which is comes from this chain-based platform, just like Ethereum. This is the holding a massive amount of shares of this market, and whenever you take this point of time, then you need to just take a little bit in a positions in a Ethereum also, just because of this is the massive